Writers, I'm here to talk to you about rejection, and this is my publishing bootcamp lesson 29. In case you're wondering, how would I know about rejection, given that I'm a published author? Well, pretty much every published author I know has been rejected at least once, most of them multiple times, including me. Rejection is just par for the course. And as soon as we normalize it and don't think of it as a failure so much as a fact, it's easier to deal with, it's easier to move past it, it's easier to keep pursuing what you really want. So, I'm going to presume that in the course of following the steps in this publishing bootcamp, you've written your manuscript, you have been submitting it to agents and publishers. Now you've had a rejection. And I know you've had a rejection because, as I mentioned, published authors get rejected too. And I don't think there would ever have been a manuscript that's had a 100% yes rate from agents and publishers. So you've been rejected by an agent, by a publisher, perhaps by multiple. You have some choices now. And the choice you're going to make will come down to how much you believe in the manuscript you have written. You can see my previous video for asking yourself the question about belief. If you truly believe in what you have written and you're not just telling yourself a story about it, then you really have to stand by it and stand by yourself and now assess your options for what comes next. I'd like you to reframe how you see your current manuscript. Instead of thinking, I must absolutely get this manuscript published, could you not instead see it as evidence that actually you are able to write a book-length manuscript, you are able to construct a story, you are able to go through the submission process. It may therefore form the foundation for a future book, but may not in itself be a future book. If you think of your writing as a whole sweep of your life, not just this one manuscript, then any individual story starts to lose its incredible significance and the sting can come out of the rejection that way. If what you want is to be a published author, think about that. Do you necessarily want this manuscript to be published? Do you want to be a published author? If you want to be a published author, then the manuscript itself is not necessarily the point. The manuscript is a way to get to being a published author. Because ideally, once you're a published author, you're going to keep writing. And you should also be writing other projects before you get to be a published author. So the rejection then takes on a different hue. The rejection is not a rejection of you as a published author. It's not a rejection of your hopes and dreams. It's a rejection of this particular manuscript. And this manuscript is just one part of what you are engaged in on your path to publication. And your choice is either to believe that, or it is to get into the warm bath of self-doubt, as I like to call it. Because it's comfortable there. You can just wallow in that for a whole lot of time. You can tell yourself you're the world's worst author. You can tell all your friends that you're a failure, whatever it is. That might be something that you enjoy. But if it's not, and if it's not your choice, get out there, reframe the rejection, keep writing, keep submitting. You're on the path to publication. Thanks for watching. Bye.